The Hocking Homes team.
Hello, this is Caroline and Ian Hocking of the Hocking Homes team at Keller Williams Experience in Barry. Today we're talking about investment properties and how you figure out the list price for an investment property.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, when you have a single family home or something like that, it's kind of driven by market forces. But with an investment property, it's actually driven more on the yield that the property produces. So when we're looking to value an investment property, we're really looking at the income minus the expenses, which gives us a net profit, and then dividing that by what's known as a cap rate. So the cap rate is very important when you're looking at the value of an investment property.
Right.
And that cap rate is actually somewhat subjective. It wanders around. It can be whatever the market determines it to be. So you need a local expert to figure out what the cap rate is for what type of building. For example, an older Victorian building may have a slightly higher cap rate because the expenses are perceived to be higher. May not be higher, but they're perceived to be higher, and the maintenance is perceived to be higher. A square box, purpose-built triplex, cap rate may be a bit lower because it was purpose-built, may have separate furnaces and things like that. So a number of different factors.
And can they be different by area as well, city by city?
They can be different by city, yeah, for sure. I mean, traditionally, the closer in you go to an urban centre like downtown Toronto, the cap rates tend to be slightly lower because usually the demand is higher for rental space, for tenancy and things like that. The further out you go into the rural areas, the demand is slightly less, and therefore you have to make the property more attractive to a tenant, and therefore more attractive to a purchaser as well.
Great, that was really useful. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're very welcome. Okay, so if you'd like to know more about valuing investment properties, give us a call at the Hocking Homes team at 705 252 7939.